comic fans, this is Comicfan with another humble haul. In this episode, I bought a stack of books online that was I thought was a little hard to pass up. I went and splurged and bought it anyway, but I'll go through that in just a moment. I also visited an antique mall a few short weeks ago and picked up some really good books, including a grail of mine I've been looking for years. Okay, so I went and bought this package of books online, and it looked tempting to say the least. Nothing really crazy, but I took a shot and bought the stack. In that stack was, to start off with, Harley Quinn #1 Loot Crate exclusive. I don't know how exclusive these are, considering how hot Loot Crate was at the time that they published this. However, it's still poly-bagged, nothing wrong with that. Still got some plain old cardboard holding it up. A no frills book right there, that's all right. I mean, to start off, I'm okay with that. Then we got some plain old Untold Stories of Spider-Man #3, as well as Storm and Ileana Magic issue #1. These issues I thought were really great until I started flipping over the backs and found out they were really soiled reader copies, to say the least. You can see right there's plenty of soiling there. Wasn't really happy about that. And issue #3, sadly no issue #4 to complete the series, but that's okay. Then another loved book. You can see that this has got some writing on it. Daredevil #129. Really sad about that, but that's okay. It gets a little bit better. Here we have Sensational She-Hulk #5. I wish I had more books of that caliber in this pile. I really gravitate towards the John Byrne issues or the John Byrne run of She-Hulk. Oh, I'm sorry, got my dog here drinking some water. Don't mind her. The reason why I like these issues so much is because they really thought outside the box. And the reason why I say that is paying attention to detail right here in the bottom corner there, where she tears into what appears to be an old school comic book ad. Flash forward to the splash page here, and it's not really a big splash page. There's not a whole lot of action. However, they lead you to believe, or John Byrne believes you to think, that this is an old school comic book ad, while continuing the story down at the bottom. The comic book ad brings a lot of this book to life in itself, because although it does show some prices here, it's not an actual ad. It actually has commentary inside the ad, so I thought that was really enjoyable. Also in that stack, some X-Men. Uncanny X-Men #167, 168. Not bad. Also, along with that, they went and took a big leap forward into the old 1990s Jim Lee X-Men run. Sadly, no #1, but we had a #2, a #3. Good old #4. That was okay with me. I'll follow that up with #5. It's good old Omega Red. And issue #6. Those were some solid books. I was pretty happy with that. That perked me up a little bit more. 3 more books in that stack was Secret Wars #7, the first appearance of Julia Carpenter as the new Spider-Woman, and the first battle between Tatiana and She-Hulk. Also, a Secret Wars #1. Secret Wars #1, that's okay, I'm alright with that. Looked inside it and found out that this was an error issue. I don't see why people call them variants. They're not really variants. They were just heirs to the book. I'll show you why. For those who don't know, these don't gain a lot of attention, but there was an error in this book. I'll show you as soon as, there we go. They miscolored Galactus, and in this issue, Galactus is blue. Some issues don't have that, so that's something to look out for the next time you see one of these. Or if you have that in your collection, take a look for yourself. Let me know if you've got a blue Galactus in your Secret Wars #1. And then to top it all off, I think I flashed this earlier, an X-Men number 282 newsstand. So that's not too terrible. I think it was well worth the price I paid on those. I mean, if I were to sell them, I might break out even, but you know, it was worth a gamble. Anyway, I went to the antique mall that I told you about a few weeks ago. Took a trip out there. Normally I don't find too much at an antique store. Things are pretty picked through, and there's just not a whole lot to look for. But anyway, I came home with a couple books at one stop. Men in Black #2, Men in Black #3. Not bad books to say the least, but my big find was at another stop, at another place, at another antique mall, and I came home with a Grail. This is not something I would have expected. This has always been a book on my list, you know, yada, yada, yada. You always hear the same old story. I've never seen it out in public before. I have seen this book once before at a show, and it was a little too much, a little pricey for what I was willing to pay. However, I paid more for this one, and it's in a little bit better condition. So I present to you Tim Holt #11. Tim Holt #11, for those who don't know, is the first appearance of the Western Ghost Rider before being published in Marvel. Wow, this is the first time I've actually held it in my hands before, you know, obviously before purchasing it. This, unfortunately, is not in the best condition. It is complete, and the staples are attached to the book. However, the back cover is detached, or it's loose. It's not detached. It's still all together. The covers are together. But this is something that has really eluded me for years, and I kind of, you know, kept out the searches on eBay and stuff with not much success. But very happy to have this, and this is a very sought out book among some seasoned collectors as much as, you know, me. So with that being said, this is the end of my episode, and as always, I tell you, this is Comicfan, and as always, keep out there, keep hunting. We'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.